Hello, my friends, and welcome to Tatiana's Coaching. I am Tatiana, and I am your life coach. I'm on a mission to help those who feel stuck or dissatisfied with their life to build a new life that is full of adventure, full of delicious moments. So you can say, I love you, life. And if you would like a free consultation with me and get my personal guidance, feel free to reach out to me at the email listed below and I will help you get there. And did I mention first consultation is absolutely free. So I'm looking forward to working with you soon. Life is short, get a life coach. Today, I would like to talk about a very important topic in my view. And if you're watching this, I think you think the same about failures. We are conditioned to avoid failures. We are conditioned to think of failure as something really, really bad. And in this video, I want to tell you my view of what failure truly is, why we're so afraid of it, and how to treat failure in a way that it helps you, how to stop being afraid to fail, but actually welcome it and love it. And it's so, so simple because without failures, it's hard to get anywhere. By avoiding failures, it's hard to get anywhere. So stay tuned. In the end of this video, I'm gonna mention two things that will completely transform how you think about failure. And you will be like, wow, why was I afraid of failure? And you will start welcoming it and loving it and enjoying every failure that you have. So watch till the end to find out. Before we dive in, I want to thank everyone who is watching, who likes my videos, shares my videos, subscribes, and comments. It means so much to me. It means the world to me. Your feedback, your interactions, and if you haven't left comments or you haven't subscribed, please do. If you like my videos and share and like them, it's such a good feedback for me to continue doing what I'm doing and serving you and helping you transform your lives and make them better. Thank you so much again for watching and for being here with me and for being part of my YouTube family. So let's dive into failure. I would like to start before I give my definition of failure, why we are so petrified to fail. Um, Even if you haven't failed yet, which you did many times probably before you became an adult, and it didn't feel good, right? Yes. So failure, we're conditioned to hate and be afraid of failure and treat it as something bad since childhood. When you make a mistake and it's like all red in your notebook, highlighting your mistakes, or if you're coming from the same country as I am, in my educational system, you were publicly shamed for getting a D. It was announced to the whole class that you're doing poorly, you're a terrible person, and aside from just saying that the person got a D, okay, you got a D, okay, so what? It just shows that you did poorly on this test. No, they took it to the next level of saying how bad you are, why you're not prepared, and attribute simple results of your test that you failed on your test to who you are in life, to who you are as a person. So that's why when we grow up and we fail, instead of saying, okay, I failed at this, what does it tell me? I like whatever I tried to do just didn't work. But in our mind, we feel I'm a failure, I'm worthless, I am terrible, self-esteem is completely ruined, and the words that we tell ourselves, it's just like so brutal. And it all comes from childhood. Next thing where it comes from after we grow up and we already know failure is horrible, and we avoid feeling the way we felt in childhood at all costs. So we just don't want to fail ever again. Second point is societal conditioning. Have you noticed in social media and everywhere you look, it's successful success. This person just is amazing, and look at them, and this inventor, and this person is doing it all. But what we're not shown is that person failed so many times before they got to the top and before they got that publicity. So we only see the beautiful picture. It's like a woman. She wakes up. Yes, we're all pretty all the time, but you go on the red carpet, you get dolled up. You get your hair, you get your dress, you get your beautiful high heels, and you look beautiful. And the public sees you and like, wow, but you don't go to bed like this. You certainly don't wake up like this. Um, so we're, as a comparison, we only see when a person succeeds, we see this beautiful dolled up woman, but we don't see how they are on a daily basis. We don't see what happened to that person before their success. Um, so that's where we begin to think that all of those people who have successful successes never failed. Wrong. Every journey to the top is filled with ups and downs and ups and downs, and sometimes like really, really long down before you hit an up. Um, just remember the guy who opened KFC. He was 70 or 80, and he got so many rejections for his like chicken recipe before someone took an interest in it. And now you see it's globally. It's everywhere, literally. In every country I've been, I see KFC. I thought McDonald's is everywhere. No, KFC is everywhere. Or any other person, Steve Jobs, how many times he had to fail and to get to his success. And already being successful, he failed so many times. But we don't see that. We only have this like beautiful picture of what they are now for this moment of their glory and success. Um, yeah, so because of that, we see failure as negative instead of something positive. So here is my definition of failure, how I view it. I wrote it down. Um, the failure is just a result that did not align with your original goals or expectations. Um, you're doing something, you're accepting one result, it didn't happen that way. That's all. There is no, oh, I'm worthless, oh, I'm doing it wrong, oh, I'm a horrible person. No, it's just like you wanted one thing, you got something different. And I think one more reason why we don't like failure is because there is a delayed feedback, because you're like doing something and then it doesn't work. And because you invested so much time, so much hope, so much energy, you feel like, oh, this is like all worthless. Compared to when you as a kid, let's say, you're learning to walk, you fall down, you get up, you fall down, you get up, like you get like instant feedback, and you're not like, oh no, that's it, I'm worthless, I'm not gonna walk again, I'm not gonna try. You don't do that, no. Or when you exploring the world as a kid and you touch a hot iron, you get immediate feedback. You don't say, oh, I failed, and say negative things to yourself. So you've learned from your mistake. You expected it to be something fun, or you didn't know what it is, you were curious and you touched the iron. Very often when we embark on a new journey, we have that curiosity, we try something new, um, see where it takes it. And of course, we have certain expectations where it's going to take us, because you have to know why you're doing it. And then when they're not met, it's like, oh, I failed. Um, but let's look at how we can use failure to our advantage. Remember, failure is just a feedback that something did not work. That's all. So number one, it's your learning opportunity. You tried something, it didn't work. You're like, okay, that did not work. Noted. How can I do it differently? That's all. Um, Second of all, it builds your resilience. You fail once, you fail twice, you fail 3 times, 4 times. Uh, you're already numb to failing. Um, you already not afraid of failing. I mean, obviously, you don't want it to happen all the time, because it would feel like, you're always doing something wrong. But you are open to taking new risks and trying something new all over again, because going to the left didn't work. That was end of the road. Going to the right didn't work either. Okay, how can I do it a different way? So you just don't resent fear. Failure. Don't. You're not afraid of failure. You just do it. All you know is that you wanna get somewhere where you wanna get, and you're trying different ways to get there. Um, Another way, it stimulates your innovation and creativity, because when you're trying to do something and it didn't work, you may get a feedback. You may find out the knowledge that otherwise you would not have known. Like, let's say, for instance, so many discoveries happened by a mistake, like the sticky notes that we all love. I forgot who invented it, but the guy was trying to invent glue. And years later, somehow it just happened. I don't remember the whole story. Uh, um, he came up, that glue didn't work the way he wanted it to work, but it became a perfect glue for sticky notes. So out of that, he created something absolutely different out of his failure. So it does, when you fail, it does give you new ideas, because you receive a feedback. And you're thinking, okay, so if that doesn't work, maybe I can try to do it this way and get like a different result. So it's just a learning experience, basically. Also, it can give you clarity. Let's say, same example, the person was trying to create a crazy glue, but then you're trying and trying and trying, and it doesn't come out the way you want it to be. So then you redirect, because you get clarity, like that obviously doesn't work. Um, but what will work? Like, what am I creating right now? So it does give you redirection as well. And once you, as I mentioned before, once you failed many times, you already have a reduced risk, reduced fear of failure. And when you're not afraid to fail, that's when magic starts unfolding. That's when you're able to take calculated risks. That's when you become like innovative. That's when you listen to your heart and to your desires and your creativity, and you just go for it, instead of thinking, well, that might not work. Maybe I should just not invest my time in it, or maybe I should not start doing that at all. But that initial fear, it just like paralyzes everything that you could have done. And maybe your initial idea may not work, but it may take you somewhere else. So it's amazing to stop being afraid of failure, but you can do that by failing many times. So welcome failure, because that's the best teacher that can take you to so many places, to so many highs. Don't be afraid of lows, because the lows get you high. That's how it works. Um, so I promised you at the beginning of the video that I will share two things, how you can look at failure that will transform your view on how you see it, and start welcoming it, and stop fearing it, and start loving it. So number one, and I briefly said it before, failure, it's just a learning tool. It shows you what is working and what is not working. That's all. It shows you, let's say, you're driving on a road and you see the road is bumpy, then you see the road is like filled with sand. You're like, okay, on this road I can ride my Maserati. On this road I should use a dirt bike. On this road it's better to go on foot, instead of driving your Maserati somewhere where you're supposed to have a dirt bike. So it's just teaching you and telling you what is working and what is not working. That's all. There is absolutely no shame in failing, and it's shouldn't be treated that way. And failure is inevitable part of our life, and we have to remember that. No matter how hard you try to avoid failure, it will happen to you. It has happened to you many times, and it will happen to you. You cannot live your life safely and never fail. It's just impossible. It's like day and night. It's like breathing. Um, it's like having water. It just is. And we have to accept it. And the moment you accept that failure is, it's there, it will come to you. um, Life becomes much easier because you understand that it's there, and it's not there to kill you. It's not there to make you feel worthless. It's there to teach you. It simply tells you this is working, this is not working. That's all. That's how we learn to navigate the world as grown-ups. Let's say when you were a kid and you were walking, you fell down, you go up again. Maybe you jump from somewhere high and you got a bit injured. You learned. You failed, but you've learned. So it's just a part of our life. It's our learning tool, and maybe we should create a different word to it, because when we say failure, at that instant we all feel like, oh my god, this is so scary. Oh my god, it's gonna make me feel worthless. Oh my gosh, it's the worst feeling in the world. But just remember that you feel that way only because it was conditioned. um, you were conditioned in your childhood to feel worthless and to feel bad for your failures. But it's just your teacher, and it's not there to grade you. It's not there to tell you you've done bad. It's just there to tell you that, this door is closed, go to another one, try another way, do it differently. And when you treat it that way, knowing that it's just your teacher helping you, it's there to help you, not to hurt you. And it will happen to you whether you want it or not. You cannot hide it. It's just is. It's there. So welcome it and enjoy it, and thank it. Thank failure for teaching you, for showing you the way. Um, and when you start feeling that way and thinking that way, life unfolds in magical ways. you will see how things are coming your way, how fearless you become, how you take risks, calculated risks, and how success comes your way when you become more fearless. Hope this was helpful. Hope you got a little more clarity on failure. Hope you are not afraid of it anymore. Hope you're waiting for it to come and teach you and show you the way, and be your friend, because failure is our friend. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please share, like, and subscribe to see more of my videos. And thank you again. I love you. Bye.